Hello everybody, JohnnyFerno talking. Welcome back to the next My Little Pony Friendship is Magic reaction. So yeah, last time was a kind of fun episode with Applejack and Apple Blue. This came in handy. And I wonder this time what it's going to be. We are going to watch My Little Pony Season 9 Episode 11, Student Counsel. So I guess we're gonna have another school-centric episode, which I'm okay with. Like, we need more episodes of the school to flesh it out a bit more. See more of the students and stuff like that. And with Student Counsel, I get the hopes that we're going to see the Student 6. That would be great. I like them, I want more of them. So if you're ready, let us watch in 3, 2, 1, go.
I know how hard you've been working lately.
Sound like a Trixie.
I figured you could use a break.
Okay, cool.
Trixie, this looks amazing.
Aww.
My job doesn't really seem like work. Oh, speaking of...
Aww. Aww. Oh, Trixie.
Sure, being counselor for the students at Twilight's School of Friendship is demanding, but... Oh, one sec.
Poor Trixie, she prepared all of this, like... Oh, damn.
What was I saying? Oh, right. Being able to use the experiences of my checkered past to help young students feels pretty great. Oh, yum! Thanks.
Of course, I feel nothing but admiration for the work you do, but it is a little all-consuming, and I miss spending time with you.
Aww.
Talking about? We're spending time right now.
Really?
Hold that thought.
Aw, poor Trixie.
Sorry. I cast a spell on the door to my office, so this bracelet goes off whenever there's a knock. Yona is having the worst time with her braids lately. Anyway, you were saying?
Okay. It's only now that Starlight realized that she effed up on that one. Oh goodness. My little pony, I used to wonder what friendship could be. I think we've all been in that situation. Of course, not the exact same, but we have been there. Someone tries to spend time with you, but something keeps coming up. Yeah, and depending on how your brain works, you realize you're either quicker or slower than Starlight here. So, yeah. So I wonder if that's what it's going to be about. School looks amazing.
I totally respect my younger cousin's decisions to stay sea ponies, but they've never been on dry land. Preparing for a visit with them is almost as much work as the research assignment Head Mayor Twilight gave me on hazardous fauna of the Everfree Forest.
Oh, goodness.
How would you describe a shower to creatures who live in water? So far, I've got warm and steamy. Actually, steam has water in it.
Silverstream, there are a lot of students who want to see me today.
I just need a few shower adjectives that don't rely on the wet part.
Well, there's
Clean?
relaxing,
That was scary.
Relaxing? I don't know. A nap's relaxing too. Warm and clean are okay. Wow, I have to give this some more thought.
Oh dear.
Oh, okay.
I don't think the
I'm here
student
to help.
council is
My
who you
door's
bring
always
these kinds of
open.
issues to. Unless I'm mistaken.
Except for today, of course.
Oh.
If we leave now, we can finish everything before sundown.
Trixie, I can't leave. It's almost spring break. Twilight and the others have already left to celebrate the spring solstice in Canterlot, and I have to help the students
Really?
with any issues before they head home for the holiday.
I know you're busy,
Damn, Trixie.
but I hope you haven't forgotten about the spring solstice.
She has.
The party Maud and Mudbriar are throwing.
Oh.
Sunburst is coming to town. You and I promised to make the cake.
How could I possibly forget about that?
I think you should give it up at this point, dude. She's not gonna let you in.
No pony is saying your job isn't important, but plans you make with your friends are important too.
I know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have forgotten. Obviously, I need to be available to my students, but that doesn't mean I can't help with all
Do you
the
still have
things
the
we
bracelet
to do.
on?
Good.
Yes, she still does.
So, So, what are all the things we have to do?
Maud needs streamers for the decorations. Sunburst wants us to pick up a genuine pre-equestrian spring solstice chafing dish from the antique shop.
Of course he does.
That sounds very much like him.
Wants a bouquet of flowering sticks, whatever that means. And I thought we were both looking forward to Mrs. Cake teaching us the secret recipe to her famous spring solstice cake.
Oh, I totally am. But we
A
could
Tricks
just
Light
buy
episode.
a cake
I'm
from
okay with
her,
it.
Right?
We could, but then we'd miss out on baking together. Plus, the time I spent flattering and convincing and begging her to share the recipe would be for nothing. And we promised to make a cake, not buy a cake. And the great and powerful Trixie keeps her promises!
Okay. Why don't we
She
just
makes a very
split
valid
these
point.
jobs? I'll get
Aggressive,
the
but a
streamers
point.
and the chafing dish. You get started on those sticks, and I'll be right back.
You know, why don't I just hang on to this?
Wouldn't want to forget the things I just said I'd take care of. Because I am totally gonna take care of them.
She's not going to. Sorry, Trixie.
Could it be Plum Blossom?
I have no idea.
Oops. Sorry, Rose, but I need a bouquet of flowering sticks stat.
I thought I was getting the flowering sticks.
I'm still not exactly sure what they are.
No one is.
Right, got it. You get the sticks, I'll get the streamers. Right after I take care of what I'm sure is an even smaller student problem than the last one.
There's a lot of like
I have the shower thing
slow-based
under
humor
control,
this
But I
episode.
can't figure out how to describe it.
Oh my god, Silverstream. No, not Silverstream. Oh, god damn it.
Now, Smolder, I understand the school can be a bit drafty, but that doesn't mean you can breathe fire anywhere you want. Trixie already picked up Sunburst genuine.
That was a
equestrian
face.
equinox
That was a
chafing
smirk.
dish. That was my job. I think. Wait. Was it?
Take the bracelet off.
Alice, it's perfectly normal for a changeling to struggle with identity issues, but...
Counselor Starlight! When you're done, I need some synonyms for the word dry. Or really just help explaining the concept.
That is for like the library,
Wait,
not.
Mrs. Cake! You can't close. Trixie and I need to learn the recipe for your equinox cake.
Oh, it's fine, dear. Trixie was already here. I told her everything she needs to know.
What? No! Oh, the great and powerful Trixie might keep her promises, but the busy and distracted Starlight sure doesn't. I promised to help her today, and I haven't done a single thing.
Oh, that does sound hard, dear. And I'm not quite sure how to tell you this, but your health is glowing.
Of course it is.
Oh goodness. Ah!
Trixie, what are you doing here?
It's the one place I knew I could find you.
I am so sorry about today. I'm just so
Busy, I know. Obviously, your students are more important than your friends.
That's not...
Starlight!
Silverstream, go away.
Actually, Silverstream, I don't. Besides, I need to lock up the school for the holiday, and it's time you caught the train home. I'm sure a smart and capable student like you can figure out the solution to any problem over the break. But for now, the counselor's office is closed.
Sorry, Silverstream, but she needs to do
I
this.
have a cake to bake.
Yay! Goody! Okay! Oh, we're not even halfway there yet.
Yeah. Is this cake supposed to be so sharp? I mean, it looks really interesting.
Technically, it's not symmetrical
Oh,
or
good.
aesthetically pleasing.
Maybe it's not the best cake, but we made it together, and that's what counts.
I'm glad you brought it. And everything else.
Yay. Maud's place is still freaking awesome.
This is going to be the most perfect party ever.
And with all of your students home for the holiday, I won't have to worry about you being summoned to your office in the middle of it.
Especially because that freaking
Nothing
bracelet
is
is
gonna
on.
take me away from this party.
Hello, Starlight? Starlight?
Whoa!
Sorry, this is a private cavern.
Is Starlight here? I was told she'd be here.
What's wrong?
I'm Terramar, Silverstream's brother. I've been looking all over for you. Silverstream is missing.
Okay, first off, hi Terramar. Second off, okay, what?
Silverstream didn't come home?
I was supposed to meet her at the Mount Eris train station, but she never showed up.
It's a long way between Ponyville and Mount Eris. She could be anywhere.
Our parents are leading teams of hippogriffs and sea ponies, searching the land and sea between here and our home. They sent me to check the school.
But the school's closed. All the students are gone.
Are you sure? I know she had a big project due for Twilight. Do you think she might have stayed to finish it?
She never told me about a project.
Well, to be fair, you closed your office the last time she came by.
Really?
What kind of counselor turns away a student with a problem?
The kind with too much on her plate. Starlight has always gone out of her way for her students. And I mean always.
Except apparently when it matters. This is all my fault. You all go back to the party. Terramar and I will check the school. We'll find your sister.
I should have known it couldn't last. Party perfection is more of a Pinky thing.
I wasn't going to say anything, but these flowers are just glued on, so technically, it wasn't perfect already. But that's probably not important.
Okay, he admitted it. That's a start.
You check the grounds
Also, that
and
spring
I'll
looks
look
like grape
inside.
juice.
Silverstream?
And also another note, awesome that Trixie stood up for her in that situation. Why would she be in the party cannon? I heard, she said I remember she said something in the report about the Everfree Forest, so maybe she's out there? Can we have the Everfree Forest be scary again?
I don't see her anywhere.
Did you check her room?
Also, it's awesome that Terramar is back, that's a cool thing.
Well, she's not here.
No, she isn't. But look at this.
A cockatrice?
Could that be what her project was on?
Why are you going out for a
I don't think
cockatrice,
she went to
my
the
girl?
Everfree Forest to find a cockatrice by herself. Do you?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out.
Why would you go out alone to find a cockatrice?
Oh, what are you all doing here?
We came to help.
We couldn't let you handle this alone.
Technically, she wasn't alone. But we wanted to help anyway.
He is slowly learning, okay.
All of you. But the students are my responsibility. I'm the one who didn't do my job when it actually mattered.
I might share a bit of the blame for pressuring you into leaving work early.
But I don't want to ruin your party.
We can still have a party. A search party.
But all this later, Silverstream might be in the Everfree Forest alone.
Why was that so funny? Also, is it just me or is Maud like small?
What? The gaze of the cockatrice is known to petrify any who dare to cross its path.
Yep, we
And
found out
the
about this in
reptilian
season
birds
1.
are elusive and solitary. Where would we even start?
I have a lot of experience telling ponies that I have experience with the dangerous creatures of Everfree Forest. Follow me!
Maud is tiny, even compared to the others. Like, she is small. Look at her! Oh my god, I never noticed she is so small.
The great and directionally astute Trixie says we go left.
Alright, Gilda Luck. Gilderoy, sorry. Luck here. I'm getting my Harry Potter names wrong.
This way!
My senses tell me to... East? I thought you said west. If she's actually going to find them, then I'll be very surprised. But seriously, a cockatrice? Why would you go out and look for a cockatrice alone? You're going in circle.
Weren't we just here?
Yep.
Trixie, do you have any idea how to find a cockatrice?
No, but usually when there's a dangerous creature in the forest I don't want to meet, this is how I meet them.
We might need a more concrete plan.
Suit yourself.
According to Silverstream's research, the cockatrice prefers rocky terrain and ample shade.
Rocks and shade. I can't imagine where we'll find that in a forest.
Actually, rocks aren't the most hospitable environment for shade trees.
Technically, pine trees like Pinus cembra or Pinus sylvestris can grow from narrow crevasses or cracks in a rocky rhizosphere.
You complete me.
There's some pine trees over there.
They are really perfect for each other. Oh my goodness. Oh god, there's a flock!
I thought you said they were solitary.
They are. This must be some kind of migration.
At least there's no sign of Silverstream. I can't imagine getting caught in the middle of that flock.
It's just lucky we're all over here and they're all over there.
Speaking of which...
Technically...
Don't even say it.
Whatever you do, don't look at them. Their gaze can turn you to stone.
So what do we do?
Jesus. Like, cockatrices aren't that scary in Dungeons & Dragons, but here they are terror. Oh, his horn was bent for a moment.
It's me!
Starlight! I'm so sorry. We have to get out of here.
I know. Hang on. We can't leave. Silverstream might still be in the forest. Stay here. I'll get the others.
Be careful!
The clucking is coming from everywhere!
The great and powerful Trixie fears no cluck.
Come on!
Now we're just needing Maud and Mudbriar. Oh yeah, Maud! God!
Maud, we've got to get out of here.
I'm not leaving him.
Oh god!
Mudbriar's been turned to stone?
I didn't think I could love him anymore.
We've got to get out of here.
But we
Wait,
haven't
what?
found Silverstream. We can't leave yet.
I hope she means to the fact that he
We can't
sacrificed
stay here.
himself for her or something. If I remember correctly, the only way that Twilight got turned back to Nutstone in Season 1 was because the cockatrice itself turned her back to Nutstone. Ah! I am actually like tense right now. Oh, the treehouse, of course!
Now what?
Let's hope Silverstream found a good place to hide. There could be hundreds more cockatrices on the way. If this really is a migration, it'll take a full lunar cycle to complete.
Oh, I have to get word back to our parents that Silverstream could be surrounded by those terrifying birds!
And as handsome as Mudbriar is now, we should probably catch one of them to turn him back to normal.
Ugh, this is
I
all
could
my
say
fault.
a certain
I'm
joke
never
right now,
taking
but I
time
don't
off for
think
my
I'm going
counseling
to.
duties again.
That seems a little extreme.
Really?
I think I've hit rock bottom.
If I hadn't galloped off to a holiday celebration, Silverstream would be safe with her family, and you'd all be enjoying Maud's party. Instead, my student is missing, we're surrounded by a flock of petrifying chicken snakes, and Maud's boyfriend was turned into a hunk of rock!
You got the hunk part right.
God damn it,
To
Maud!
top it off, we have no idea
What?
if Silverstream even came to Everfree at all, but I have no idea where else to look!
Has that always been there?
What?
You first
Oh,
noticed
that's
it's
the
now?
student's treehouse.
Oh.
Apparently it grew from the Tree of Harmony and... Of course! That should have been the first place we looked!
Oh. Oh, Silverstream.
Silverstream, look out!
Ah!
Counselor Starlight, no! Wait!
Huh? What?
This
What?
is Edith. She's
What?
helping me with my project.
Excuse me,
don't
what?
understand.
After you encouraged me to solve my own problem, I decided to get my project done before I left. That way I could really focus on my family during my visit.
What?
The school was closed, so I came here.
Why
But-
didn't you tell anyone? Mom and Dad are worried sick.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
But
Once Edith volunteered to help, I guess I lost track of time.
why aren't you in garden
Cockatrices
ornament
are
right
really
now?
friendly if you know how to interact with them.
I can't believe you figured out how to trigger her nesting response.
They are really fascinating creatures. Did you know that they migrate to the Everfree Forest once a year? Can you imagine what would happen if you stumbled on a whole flock of these?
Did you tame a cockatrice?
Ideas?
Oh. I'm sorry you got turned to stone looking for me, but I'm glad Edith was able to turn you back.
How do you tell the difference?
I have mixed feelings about it.
Technically, I will always be a stick pony, but the experience has given me an even deeper appreciation for the density and permanence of rock.
Swoon.
Silverstream and I should get going.
I
but I
don't
wanted to
even
thank
know.
you for everything you did to help find her.
I just wish I hadn't abandoned her in the first place.
Starlight, you didn't abandon her.
I might as well have. And even though it turned out all right, things could have been a lot worse.
You can't be expected to supervise your students every second of every day.
I'm not so sure.
I like that you're always available, but it kind of makes it okay to come to you with stuff that maybe isn't super important.
Of course, being a school counselor is a big responsibility, but always being at work isn't fair to any pony, especially me.
Do you think if I had set times to see me, it might help you decide what you really need to talk about?
To be honest, you really weren't very helpful with the other stuff anyway.
Yeah, wait, what?
Happy Spring Solstastic, every pony! Who wants a piece of Mrs. Cake's famous...
Petrified dessert?
You had me at petrified.
I'm sure she's the only one who could probably eat it. Alrighty then. This was a cool episode. In more ways than one. Oh man, where do I start? First off, the issue that I thought was going to be the issue / moral of the episode didn't really turn out the way I thought it was. I thought it was all going to be about her working so much and not having time for her friends and all. I thought that was going to be the focus, but no! They did a turnaround and shifted the focus to something completely different, but still related to the entire thing. Also, cockatrice lore! Yay! I'm always excited for more monster lore or whatever the hell they can throw at us. And a cockatrice migration. God, that's one of the most terrifying things I've ever heard come out of this show, and I'm being legit serious. Just imagine, like, how many beasts I wonder how they eat. Do they petrify their prey and then, like, pick at the rock? I don't know. Maybe something best not to be thought about. Or maybe it is. But anyway, this was a fun episode. This was a good episode. I still having many questions about Maud. Boyfriend gets turned to stone. And she likes it? Not a fetish shame, but question the oh goodness. Alright, anyway, this was a fun episode. It's always fun to see Starlight and Trixie get more screen time. I think they're a really good pair of friends. And the way that Trixie actually kind of stood up for Starlight when confronted by Terramar was kind of cool. I really appreciated that. But before I leave, I want to quickly give a big shout out and a big thank you to all of my amazing Sparks tier patrons over on my Patreon, links in the description below. Those are Loquacious, Anime Guy 01, Explosive Water, J-Rock1989, Matthew Donovan, Bookworm, and Danish Faye. Thank you all so much for your continued support. You cannot believe how much I appreciate all of it, and all of you for being here with me after all this time. So, thank you all so incredibly friggin' much. And now, thank you all so much, and otherwise, thank you all so much for watching, my dear friends. Please tell me in the comments below what you thought about the episode. Remember to be nice and love each other very much, and always to treat yourself once in a while. So, Thanks all for watching, my dear friends. My name has been Johnny Fireflame, and I'll see you guys next time.